Hello, hello. Hello. Is there an echo? Hello, hello, hello. Anyway, this is Sandy McManus with needsribbon.com. And we are here to do a Let's Kit together tonight. This actually, I didn't realize this. It was just not planning. It just how things worked out. But my third kit together this month. Wowee. So, yeah, that's something. And, yeah. So for those just joining, yep, everything looks to be copacetic and all that, you know. Just doing my last minute. Yeah, that lighting's a little bit better. And for those that will be joining later, I will catch comments. So be sure and comment. I will catch comments later. That's just kind of how my setup is when you're doing this alone. Anyway, also, Paper Pumpkin. So, yeah. I also wanted to share, Paper Pumpkin is a subscription box. For those that did not know. It is $23.50 a month recurring, and you can skip months and you can stop anytime. I just want to clarify that it's like all other subscription boxes. You can skip a month. My family's done Birch Box and not Bark Box, but Pet Box and some other things back in the day. The really like early years of subscription boxes, and there are literally thousands out there, and there's some pretty cool stuff. Oh yeah, I did Art Box for my daughter. Was it Art Box and Shade Box? Anyway, blah blah blah. Paper Pumpkin is like that. It's crafting right to your door. Kits. There is a rhythm and I'm just gonna go over. So skip past this if you know all this. If you're watching later, I just thought I'd go over some basics with Paper Pumpkin. So recurring prescription. Well, it is like a prescription. It's good for your mental health to have crafting in your life. So yeah, we'll call it a prescription, but subscription is $23.50 a month. Again, you can skip months. You can stop anytime permanently. You can always come back in. There are some perks to being a regular subscriber in that you get access to refills. You get access to when we have old kits that are suddenly re-released, things like that. There's some perks, add-ons that you can add, stuff like that. But if you want to try it, before you commit and buy it, we have a 1 month kit that you can toss on any order. It's $22.50. Regular shipping will apply to that. So it's like placing a regular item. Like if you're ordering a stamp set or an ink pad or whatever, you can do that to try it. And then see if you like how it's packaged, what's in there. Of course, it's going to vary month to month. Some month it's cards, sometimes it's packaging. Usually it's treat packaging in January for February, which is what we're doing tonight. There is a rhythm to the 12-month cycle, but occasionally they change things up. So 1 month is $22.50. 6 month is $112.50 if you want to gift someone that. You only want to do a 3 month, it's $67.50 plus the normal shipping, handling, and tax. These are, with the prepaids, again, they're like a regular order. It's going to include the shipping, handling, and tax. The recurring one, it's just your $23.50 plus whatever your normal tax rate is. There is no shipping. It's included in there. One of the advantages of it. It is a cheaper way to go, but for those that are commitment phobic or don't know what it's about or anything, this might be a better off. Or if you have someone that maybe you want to give a nice gift to, one of these prepaid ones is also a really good way to go. So you got 1 month, 3 months, 6 month, and 12 month. And it does not apply to the 1 month, but if you added some items on there, During celebration through the end of February, with every $50 order, you can choose one of our free celebration items. With a $100 order, you get a couple other higher end choices. Free gift from us, just because we're celebrating. But yeah, think about that. If you got the 12-month, you know someone that needs this, and they only want to commit to 12 months, or you only want to commit them to 12 months, $235 will get you a heck of a lot of celebration freebies. It's just an idea. I know people that have done a wide variety of that, or the monthly box. And that's all I'm going to talk about that. But I thought I should address that because I really don't ever. And so tonight we're going to go over the January 2023 box. So if you are just joining, this is Sandy with needsaribbon.com. You are joining me for a Let's Kit Together. And for kitting around tonight, we're going to do the January 2023 Paper Pumpkin box, which I know is treat boxes for Valentine's Day or another occasion. That's all I know. And like my other Let's Kit Togethers, I do not peek. I peek as little as possible, only enough to get the job done. That is the sum total. So when I'm opening my box with you guys, I'm opening it live, and hopefully you're joining me and doing this live also, and we'll learn together. And again, all I know is that it's treat. We're gonna go ahead and open. It's some kind of treat packaging. That's all I know, and it usually is in February or January for February. Sorry, I have a coffee going. Let's go ahead and open it. And okay. So here's a case for subscriptions, add-ons, while they last. And I don't know where we're at with supplies on this. Little heart boxes that go with this. Oh, and it comes with little labels, and it looks like little pre-printed punch-out keys. And this is for February. We get a little sneak peek. Sunshine and smiles. There's always a rainbow after the rain. And this is in the mini. I did not do vocal warm-ups. Can you tell? Mini catalog. And there's a little add-on, I know, that goes with this. And I have not done any of that yet. Anyway. I wanted to, we get freesia. Fresh freesia is our little ink spot. So every paper, I go through this every time. Every Paper Pumpkin kit comes with a new little ink spot. I think this is the first time that Fresh Freesia has made an appearance. They don't repeat colors, but they promise not to repeat them every 12 months. So you might see Early Espresso has made quite a few rounds, and that's fine, but it is more than 12 months apart. And don't forget with our little ink spots, you can re-ink them. These can be your ink pad too. They're smaller to work with, might take a little bit more work, but they're very portable. They're just small, like 1-inch square. And also there's fun storage for them if you look around too. But I like to cut my thing off. Actually, I'm going to cut this little doodad off because I can see that causing me a headache at some point tonight. So yeah, you can just get one of our little ink refills for, I don't know what the current price is, $3.75, under $4, I believe, ink refill, and you can keep this going forever, unless you are a really big Fresh Freesia user. Look at, they even got matching tissue paper this month. But part of what I was looking for too was, so with your Paper Pumpkin, every month you'll get a little ink spot. You get a unique stamp set that is just for this kit. And then you'll get all the contents. So for this month, since it is Valentine's, you get, I assume that's supposed to be like a key to your heart. Here's the key. Fun little circly thing. Little hearts. The little key lock thing. You hold the key to my heart. Love is the key to my Valentine, and I love you. That's very nice. like that. I like that. And then, oh, I love this fresh freesia tissue. That is pretty. So then you get, I just want to get this out of here. I actually do save some of the tissue and use it for my own gift wrap or for other things. So call me crazy. I usually unpack my box. I flatten it out. Sometimes I give them away, or sometimes I use them to gift. And if you don't want to have that on the outside, this is just another little tip. The box completely breaks down and you can flip it over and use it that way and then decorate it. So nothing really is wasted with these kits. There's gonna be bang. So here is our kit, and our kit always comes with instructions. Oh, is that pretty? So that's like petal pink, fresh freesia. Well, we'll learn in a minute. I'm going ahead. I'm jumping ahead because that's usually what I do when I open new products. So our kit comes with everything pre-printed, pre-scored, minimal stamping, always includes the adhesives. Really all you need to complete your kits. Why I didn't just rip the cellophane, I don't know. Just my mood tonight. Fine. Fine. The shrink wrap cellophane. It's gone. Oh, what was I saying? Add-ons and doodads and all of that. So, yeah. Oh, all you need to complete your kit is a scissor, really bare minimum. And some kits don't include ribbon to cut. So there's that. A bone folder is nice, but not necessary. It's just a nice. Your take your pick tool. Again, it's nice to have, but isn't completely necessary. And if you don't know what a take your pick tool is, has tools on either end, a spatula, a little poker, which I don't use. I haven't had a lot of occasion to use that. And then this little sticky end that keeps squeezing out, you can get refills for. That helps pick up doodads. And then there's a little add-on, a couple other add-ons to that you can twist off and on. And it would be on this end that you twist off and on. Anyhow, so our kit. Key to My Heart Paper Pumpkin Kit for January 2023. We're just going to quickly look through all the instructions. Oh, is this pretty? Oh, this is pretty. And I don't always do paper pumpkins for my Let's Kit Together. I do all our kits. I don't think I missed any since last summer. Pretty much do them all. I like to flip to the back because then I can see what colors are in it. Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Mango Melody, and Petal Pink. I knew there was Petal Pink in there. And so it also gives you direct where you can go for further instructions. Stampin' Up! Usually has a short how-to, really short, like 3 to 5 minutes. I go a lot more in depth. And oh, so this makes 9 cards and envelopes. See, I didn't peek. I knew there were boxes associated with it. It's the add-on boxes. So there you go. There's your proof. I don't peek. I only learn whatever I have to get by to do my job, basically. That's not mean I'm a slacker. It just means I like to. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean about the Let's Kit Together. Sorry, coffee sip time. So, all our paper pumpkin instructions, because they are only in the US, everything is in English. And they always come with the imperial markings on one edge to measure out your ribbon in inches. Our other kits are universal, so they'll have often almost no words on them at all, just pictures, and both empirical and or imperial and metric measurements for measuring out ribbon. So just a little tip on how they vary a little bit. And so I need a block. Your first paper pumpkin kit will come with a block. And you can tell my block has hardly been used once because it is fairly clean compared to my other blocks. And this is very similar, and I will just take a minute. I'm just taking a little educational moment tonight, people. This is basically the equivalent size of our block. Is this block D? Yeah, block D. But you see how they vary a little bit? You still get the rounded corners for comfort and all of that, but our bigger blocks, by all means, if you like to be able to grab your block real good. But your first, when you're a subscriber, your first, kit will come with a block like this. And that's it. You got to keep it and use it, or buy more blah blah blahs, or buy a block D. So other blocks might work. It just depends on the kit. Like the block D, you probably don't need a block that big to do these. Sometimes they have big images, but if they're super big, they have ways to work around that. They generally are, anyway. I'm just doing a little educational moment tonight. So let's look at our instructions. So step 1, I like to do all my stamping, even though it will break it down, and you'll go through, when it's cards, you'll go through and do each card. I like to do all my stamping and set that aside, and then go back and do each card. And knowing that it's 3 each of 3 styles tonight, we're only going to do 1 here. You don't need to see me step. Words are really difficult tonight. Stamp repeatedly. Ooh, check out these envelopes, people. So there's, oh, those are pretty. Oh, and the other advantage to paper pumpkin, if I don't end up sending them all out, guess what I'll be doing? I'll be cutting apart the envelope and using that paper on something. Just one of the many ways you can alternate your pumpkin. I have always said, since we came out with paper pumpkin, is they're great. They're great for everyone. For the beginning crafter, it helps you build ink, stamp sets, and other stuff. For the more casual crafter, you can use them as a jumping off point, or you can just make them as is. As a demonstrator, I like them because I don't have to think a lot. I can just go. And so, there's that. So we're going to get our stamping out of the way. So for card 1, we need to stamp To My Valentine. And usually on these, oh, I haven't even gone through the kit yet. That's bad, Sandra. So here is 1 card base, which I assume will be punching out that. We have a Fresh Freesia, gorgeous card base with the gold. Oh, you guys, this kit is so pretty. We have some vellum pieces to punch out. We have some keys. And they gave us, whoa. We get 18, and there's only 9 cards. So mix and match, I'm guessing. And we get our label sheet, and there's 9 cards, and I see 12 labels. So you can floof up a little bit, and only 3 of these. Okay, well, that's fine. It's printed Fresh Freesia. I can always cut more out of cardstock if I needed. Just that's kind of how I look at the kits, is break it down. Oh, here's our little glue dot, guys. So we need this one. Okay, so we're going to get started stamping. Enough fluffing around and looking at everything. Yeah. Get going, Sandra. To My Valentine. So we need to pull out our To My Valentine stamp and mount it. And here is my little mounting tip. So I line up my stamp right side up, because that's the mounting side, that smooth side, along a grid, and then I line up my block to a grid line, and I pick it up, and that way I can square it. And here's my other tip that I talk about all the time. Prep your stamp. doesn't make that sticky sound just because of the way they have to make photopolymer. They can be kind of tacky. So, and we're going to ink up our To My Valentine. And again, I'm only going to stamp, so ink it up. We're going to use the little double-sided thingy. And you'll want to do 3. Next up, apparently our first card. Oh, well, actually, I'm going to do all the greetings first. Yes. Just be consistent. So next one, the little diagonal labels, is Love is the Key. Love is the key. Love is the key. On the bottom here. And if you're just joining me, this is our Let's Kit Together. We're putting together the January 2023 paper pumpkin from Stampin' Up. Yeah. And that looks crooked. Not really, though. Okay. Do a little prep. Yep, let's do a little test. I mean, we do get some extra labels, but... Oh! That's what I did wrong. Okay, I knew something was honky about that. I had the stamp set upside down. That is honest to God, and of course I'm doing it live. That is the first time in all my years of stamping that has actually happened. Okay, just, yep. Oh, and it's all slippery now. Ah. Yeah, I'm using my finger to do that. Crunch. Okay. Well, again, there's a first time for everything. We only make mistakes once, right? And that's how we learn. Learn is to pay attention, Sandra. Look at that. Now we're good. Doesn't look, not gonna show up on that paper. Yeah, it's good. Doesn't. This color is so light, and we got reddish paper. It's not gonna show up there very well. But so we need one of these. Wow, that just took way too long. Love is the key. Okay. And for our final, and you'll need to stamp that 3 more times if you're using all the greetings. You hold the key to my heart. And I wash mine after class. But I do wash them and then put them wherever they're going. I put the dirty ones up there so I know. And we're going to make sure we do this one the right way. So you do it so you can read it. Line it up. And then pick up that flat side. Do a little prep. No, no sticky. No. And we're going to stamp this on this one with the little gold orange mango pieces that wing out. The wings. I like wings. And you'll want to do that 2 more times. Okay. And we can set those aside to dry. And on the first card, I noticed that, let's go back to the instructions there. A little bit of flipping around, but not too bad. We need to stamp some hearts on this fresh freesia piece. And the hearts are right here. Get that mounted on your block. Yes, I am going to try and make these a little straight because that way I know what I'm looking at. That's pretty good. I don't know how much it matters. Go ahead and pick that up, do a little prep, do a little test, and ink. Yeah, and it's really hard to tell on my paper if that's inky enough because they're almost the same color. So we'll stamp once in one corner. And just so you know that you may not get a super crisp image on this stamping because this is printed in coated paper. It's not like stamping in ink on cardstock where you can get that really super crisp image, and that's fine. That, you know, and if you're really not sure if you have the ink refill, you can always top off your thing, but this one feels plenty juicy. It's just, again, stamping on this stuff is different. I'm going to set aside my block because I think that's all the stamping we have, but I don't know. Usually you don't use all, and we'll pause because you need to stamp that 2 more times. Okay, so usually when they give you a paper pumpkin stamp set, you don't use all the stamps. You use some, and the others are kind of more just gifts for you to play with and express your own creativity in some way. Just to know that. So don't expect to use all the stamps that come in it. So I've got my To My Valentine piece. And again, a reminder, we're only making one of each of the 3 tonight. To My Valentine, we need our purple Fresh Freesia piece. And yes, when I stamp that, that also helps is to put your item on the foam mat. Just a little tip too. It can help. It isn't, again, anything you absolutely have to have. It just helps. So step 1, we've done our stamping. Step 2, we need to start adding, oh, we are going to use a lot of those. Okay. So we need 3 keys. When I said there were 18 in here, I didn't think we'd use them all. Maybe we won't. And maybe it's a personal choice. So we need 1 of each of these keys, or locks, sorry. They're not keys, they're the lock. And we need a piece of our vellum, which is here, and there are several sheets. So it looks like we use the long, you'll need all 3 of those. 1, 2, yep, they only give you 3 sheets. That is it, that's fine. And we have all our pieces, and we need the card base, which is the Petal Pink with Gold card base. So you don't have to have a bone folder. My recommendation to get a really smooth crease, because it's pre-scored, is to flip it the opposite way and then go back. See how flat that is? Now for those that are particular, you can go in there then with your bone folder, or I've been known to use like the edge of my block or some other object. Moving on. So it looks like we're using glue dots for some of this and our dimensionals for another part. And we need to tie, excuse me, we need 15 inches of this, I assume it's Calypso Coral baker's twine for this card. So you need 15 times 3. And we're going to get out our handy dandy ruler. So you'll need 15 inches. And going back to our instructions. And I suppose that's something else. So you could go and cut all your ribbon at once, but then it's going to get confused and you're going to need to make sure you have the right stuff for the right pile. So it looks like we're just making a loose loop. Okay, I'm going to do that at the designated time. Actually, I'm going to do it my own way. They're just using a glue dot to hold it together. I am going to go, no way. No way. This is what I do. Doesn't take up that much extra, and it makes me feel a little bit more secure and makes it a little easier to deal with. Let's just put a slip knot right in the middle there. Yeah, it's going to add a little bit of bulk, but if you pull it in enough, that's my tip. So we need to punch out our little lock pieces. And for those that are extra, I'm sure you'll come up with some cool way to use those. And we're gonna put, I'm gonna go ahead and put the dimensionals, since I just handled those, on the back of our locks. So we need 2 per lock, just 2 up the middle. Just like that. And you'll want to do that 3 times. And we put 2 on, we put 2 on the back of that too. Set aside our dimensionals. And then we need to put glue dots on the back of our, the back of our vellum and our freesia piece. And this is where it can be handy to have the spatula or the other end. The spatula, scissors, is trying to grab these with your fingers doable? Certainly. So we need 4, and trust me, these may seem small and weak, but they are pretty mighty. And 2 in the middle, oh, because it's going to get hidden on the vellum. Okay, let's pause and let you catch up that. Okay, so now we need to assemble our card. It is a landscape card. So we'll turn, make sure you have your fold the correct way. It should be at the top. And flip those. We're going to put our fresh freesia piece on first. And pop those little backing pieces off. This goes in the center. We're going to pop the backing off your vellum. And we're going to put that kind of so it just overlaps a little bit of the bottom of the freesia and center it. Nope, I guess I had that right. Oh, because it's angled. Oh, that is trippy. Yeah. But basically kind of center it. So don't try and center it to the freesia. That's my tip already. Center it to the grid, because otherwise you're going to get trippy because of the diagonals. So make sure those are on. Let's put our keys on next. Release the backing on those. Little tip, I don't have much of a thumbnail on either side right now, but that helps release that backing. So I don't think it really matters a whole lot what order we do them in. But so let's go ahead and get caught up on that step. So then I did not add one of these because I did an alternate method, but we're going to need a glue dot to hold on the ribbon. And put the knot over that. Again, they're just kind of doing a loose loop. I like it a little more secure, but something like that. And then we can go ahead and add our greeting and see how that's going to help hold it on too. So let's catch up. I'll let you catch up those final steps. Okay, and moving on to card 2, we will need our Love is the Key pre-stamped piece. We'll need our Fresh Freesia card base. It's only one. I don't know why I brought them all over. Oh, we had some stamping to do on here. That's okay. So it goes like that. Why don't we go ahead and get that stamping out of the way? My apologies, we missed that. Some of you may have caught that, but that's okay. And I better make sure. None on card 3. Okay, so it was just a simple little step that I missed. Not a end of life kind of situation. Go ahead and pick that up. It just won't take long. My apologies for how I'm doing things actually in their order then, not my order of stamping, and get that all out of the way. So they recommend stamping in, so kind of in here. Again, not a perfect thing, and that is not going to stick to the gold. It's just going to create a subtle little, their picture shows it sticking. It is not going to stick to that gold foil at all. And a little over here. We're going to set that aside. And bada bum. So we've done all our stamping. Yep, I missed that step. My apologies. My apologies. We need we need all our vellum circles. We'll need another set of keys. Just okay. We'll need 1, 2, a lot to this kit. So you'll need those pieces, and we can go ahead and remove our little extra pieces that, again, some crafty person will probably waste not, want not, and that's cool. I sometimes will dig through those miscellaneous pieces. Sometimes I don't keep them, sometimes I do. It just kind of depends. So we need these pieces, we need our vellum, we need our Love is in the Air, and we need 6 inches of the twine. So you need 6 times 3 for this. And again, they're doing the loose loop. That's such a small piece. I think I'm gonna, yeah. We're gonna boom, boom, something like that. I'm not gonna tie that one because it's much smaller and it's gonna take up a lot. So let's go ahead and get our adhesive on. Set our card base aside for the moment and do our dimensionals first. Flip them over. We need to dimensional that. Bring our dimensionals back. This kit is so pretty. Oh, those that didn't get it, you're missing out. I'm just saying. Make sure you get part of the next kit, which coordinates with the Rain or Shine kit in the mini catalog. Or if you just are an online looker, it's the Rain or Shine kit. It coordinates with that, and there's some add-on buys. And then we need to add in our little glue dots for the vellum. Woo! I'll find that one eventually. It went flying. And kind of up here. I assume because of the way it's hidden, we need to put a couple on the back of the key. And we're going to need one for the glue, which I'm not going to add on ahead of time. I'm going to wait and do that as I put it on the card. It just seems the simpler methodology and less messy. So remember, fold it outward, fold it back, and you get a pretty good crease. You can come in with your bone folder if you want, make it super flat. So make sure your fold is on the left side. We're going to add our and you'll want to do that 3 times. Don't forget, we're going to add our vellum, which looks like the glue dots should go over on the left side because they're going to be hidden. So we need to add our vellum, something like that. Give it a little rub. Now we'll add our keys. Yep, that's unsticky. So that one kind of goes in the middle-ish. Again, it's your kit. Put them wherever you want. I'm just doing it by the instructions because and then put our love is the key greeting down. God, those are really sticky tonight. That goes all the way over to the edge by their instructions. You do you. And then the last thing we need to add is the key. So let's get those. This is part of why I need this tonight. I have absolutely no fingernail there. We're going to add our key, kind of like, that's why the glue dot's toward the end. And then we need to add another glue dot to add our little bow. Put that right in the middle, get that backing off. Shake it out. Somewhere in there. That's funny. Okay. So just loose like that, and I'll let you play catch up on the adhesive and all of that. Okay, moving on to the third card and final card in this. And we're going to use the Petal Pink Swirly. Oh, look at that. Swirly one. I didn't see that. Did you guys see that when you were opening your kit? Oh my goodness. So we need our... So each piece will have a vellum piece in the kit. This one will use the big, fat, taller, 1 inch tall vellum piece. So these two, we're going to need some ribbon and a gold key. One gold key. Oh, be still my heart. That is really cute. So that's what you should need, plus your normal adhesive for this one. And let's start getting our adhesive. Actually, let's do the card first. Remember, bend out, bend in, and give it a little push. And we can remove this. I'm sure some fun projects could be had with that extra piece. Oh, is that ever cute? Is that ever clever? Okay, so we need to put some adhesive on the problem. Flip our label over. We need 2 dimensionals. This one looks like it's very easy. We need 2 glue dots on the back of our little vellum piece. So 1, 2, and we'll need some twine. So we can put our adhesive aside. I'll let you catch up that. Oh, we need some on the back of the key. My bad. So we need 2. 1 toward the point of the key and 1. So, now I'll let you catch up your adhesive. Okay. And I realize that's not actually, that is partly when I go to break this video apart and upload it to YouTube. It just makes it easier. So I know I can add in some actual, pause here kind of instructions. So first thing, let's release the backing on that little piece of vellum, and we're going to put that at the bottom, somewhere like here, but a 1/4 inch up from the top for those that absolutely have to be legalistic about this. Then we're going to go ahead and, mine's a little bit crooked, actually a little bit bothers me, only a little. And release the backing on your dimensionals for your greeting. We're going to center that and get that down. And that is crooked also. Wow. Last card and I'm suddenly going all crooked on you. Okay. That's pretty good actually. It's a little bit wonky. Maybe, maybe not. So I'll let you catch up that step. And let's move on and do our key and put that down. And yes, I know I haven't cut the twine yet. Go ahead and, oh, what an adorable card. Okay, I assume, yep, we need 6 inches of twine times 3. And we need a glue dot. I like my methodology with this. I think it's easier than putting the glue dot on the twine. Just, to me, save some fussing. Let's get that out of there. There we go. And we're just going to make the loose loops again. So your sections, will, since it's a 6 inch piece, will be about 2 inches. that helps. Put that together and get that all pretty and squish it down. Oh, what an adorable card. And I'll let you catch up. And that is it, you guys. This is a really simple kit. It's simple and beautiful, and oh my gosh. So I only put, I'm looking for my envelopes. Here they are. The envelopes which I desperately kind of want to cut apart for the paper. So did I bring over 3? 4. So just want to show you what we got going on here. So we have card 1, or card 3, card 2, and card 1 in this adorable Valentine card kit. How pretty is that? And 9 cards, handmade with envelopes for $23.50 if you're a regular subscriber. Wow. And I'm already seeing tons of possibilities to do with this kit. Should you decide to maybe only put 3 together, and come up with some alternatives. Whatever works. And that's the advantage of these kits, is that you can do whatever you want. You don't have to do them by the instructions. I hope you enjoyed tonight's Let's Kit Together using the Key to My Heart January 2023 Paper Pumpkin Kit, which is a great kit. 9 cards and envelopes. We'll see you next time for another edition of Let's Kit Together. Bye!